Welcome back to my YouTube channel Medical Classes by Dr. Srinidhi Kumar Acharya. So don't forget to subscribe my channel and also give your valuable comments. And as we know that we are dealing with a series of different samskaras and one of the samskaras, as we know, it is basically divided into three parts. One is samskaras done in the neonatal period or infantile period. Another one is samskaras which is performed during the antenatal period, and another set of samskara is after the completion of the childhood period. So like that, so we have got different three set of samskaras, and one of the such samskara is antenatal period. The samskaras conducted in the antenatal period. Now, Garbhadana Samskara and Pumsavana Samskaras are explained in the early part of the antenatal period, but in the late part of the antenatal period, there is another important samskara which is mentioned, that is Seemanta Samskara. And apart from that, this Seemanta Samskara is nothing but it is the examination of the antenatal lady in the third trimester of the pregnancy. And Ayurveda also explains, Kashyapa also explains some of the important aspects like Varana Bandha and as well as Matangi Homa. This is also conducted in the third trimester of the pregnancy. So in total, we have got three important things. One is Varana Bandha, another one is Matangi Homa, and another one is Seemanta Samskara. So these three are considered with care of the antenatal lady during the third trimester of pregnancy. So we shall have a detailed discussion on this. Varana Bandha and Matangi Homa. So this is a special procedure explained in Kashyapa Samhita, keeping interest of fetal development and hazards of the premature delivery. Now especially this Varana Bandha and as well as Matangi Homa, they are indicated to prevent the preterm delivery of the antenatal lady. We know that preterm delivery can occur in the third trimester starting from 7th, 8th and 9th month because of various causes, like twins delivery may be the cause, some intrauterine infections may be the cause, okay, some other congenital abnormalities may be the cause. So there are a number of causes for the premature delivery. This procedure of Varana Bandha and Matangi Homa is aimed to prevent the premature delivery, in turn reducing the neonatal mortality. Hence, the active person in this procedure is the pregnant woman. In Varana Bandha and Matangi Homa, the active person is always the pregnant woman who carries the fetus. Okay, so this Varana Bandha and Matangi Homa is explained in Revatikalpa Adhyaya of Kashyapa Samhita. Revatikalpa Adhyaya of the Kashyapa Samhita. So again, Varana Bandha is nothing but it gives the psychological support to the lady, it also gives the nutritional support to the baby, and also it builds up the confidence level of the lady. One more important aspect which is mentioned in the third trimester care is Seemanta Unnayana Samskara. Seemanta is nothing but a vertical line that separates the hairs on the head in two halves of a woman, two halves of the woman. So during pregnancy, as one of the pigmentary changes, as we know, during the pregnancy, one of the pigmentary changes which occur is a line with a dark color appears from below the umbilical to the symphytic pubic area, separating the lower abdomen usually into two parts, that is right and left. Ayurveda explains many types of seemantas. Some of the seemantas are present in the head area, some of the seemantas are present in the abdominal area. Now, one of the seemanta present in the abdominal area, so that basically refers to the rectal line. Okay, so when the two rectal muscles are meet together in the midline, and that is a particular part. So below the umbilicus, if you see, there is insertion of the rectal muscles leading to the formation of the rectal line. Now what actually happens is during the pregnancy, there are some pigmentary changes which are taking place, and the dark color appears from below the umbilicus to the symphytic pubis, separating the lower abdomen into two parts. This line is called as linea nigra, or this is also a type of seemanta. This is also a type of seemanta, rectal line. Now, with the growth of the fetus, a uterus come to lie on the abdomen from the intrapelvic cavity, and the linea nigra becomes prominent and elevated. The word meaning of Unnayana is elevation. So Seemanta Unnayana means it is because of enlargement of the abdomen. And we know that in the pregnant lady, abdomen enlarges according to the growth of the fetus. In the initial part, it is always a pelvic organ, intrapelvic, and later it becomes abdominal. Okay, usually by the third trimester onwards, it becomes more and more abdominal organ. Okay, fetus become more comes abdominally, and now the changes will start in the in the lower abdomen, rectal line. What actually happens is because of the growing of the fetus, the skin elasticity will going to increase, rather decrease. It is extended, and that leads to formation of the different types of lines. And now, as the fetus growth, the abdomen get elevated, and that is called as Unnayana. When the abdomen is get elevated, that particular Seemanta or rectal line which is present there, so in the midline, so that is also get elevated. Now Ayurveda consider this as one of the examination points. If in the third trimester there is no enlargement or no lifting up of the lower abdominal portion of the pregnant lady, it probably suggests that the weight of the fetus is not properly increasing. So thus, if the fetus is growing normally and properly in size with the required amount of nutrition, there will be a proper elevation of the abdominal region, which is nothing but Unnayana, that is Seemanta Unnayana. So this also helps to identify the uterine abnormalities like bicarbonate uterus also. The nutritional supplements are very much requisited in second phase of the pregnancy, especially in the second and third trimester compared to the first trimester. Okay, so nutrition support, but in the first trimester, what is important is premarital or preconceptional nutrition is very important, like folic acid stores, iron stores, etc. But once you come to the first trimester, it is a state of the embryogenesis and all rapid things are taking place, cell division is taking place, and mother is also having vomiting, etc. sensation. So nutrition does not really much more important there, but prior nutritional support is very important. But in second and third trimester, it's organogenesis and storage phase. So there you require more and more nutritional support. So this is the basis of Seemanta Unnayana Samskara, which is done by the husband only. This is usually done by the husband in the presence of the priest. Okay. Now, Seemanta Unnayana Samskara, traditionally when you see, in Hindi it is called as Godbarai. And in Kannada and all, it is called as Seemanta, like that. Okay. So what usually do is all the social function will be performed and all the relatives will be invited for that. Priest will be there, a physician will be also there. Now usually the relatives or friends who are coming, they bring different types of eating materials, sweets and all, for this pregnant lady. Now actually many people come and give you many gifts, and also especially sweets and different other eatables they will bring for the pregnant lady. The message between this message behind this is very, very clear. What is that? This is the stage of growth of the fetus, and weight of the fetus will going to increase in the last trimester, and different fat, carbohydrate, proteins and even immunomodulatory substances or immunoglobulins, etc. from the mother's body, they are coming and get deposited in the fetal body, so that fetal weight will enormously increase. Almost 50% of the weight of the fetus will increase in the last trimester. So to give the nutritional support, the different the relatives who are coming, they will bring different types of sweets and all those things according to the wish of the mother. Okay, so this shows that our ancient people have got a clear-cut knowledge that nutrition or supplementation of the nutrition is very, very important in the third trimester of the pregnancy, because rapid weight increase of the baby happens in the third trimester. Now, as I told, when the baby increases its size, there will be appearance of the lines, and the midline of the abdomen below the umbilicus will be get lifted. Hence, it is called a Seemantonana. And as a result, there is a loss of elasticity of the skin, and there is formation of the some skin folds, which are also called as linea nigra. And if you see the classics, usually the Seemantona Samskara is conducted only in the first pregnancy. Okay, first pregnancy usually the Seemantonana Samskara will be done. Second pregnancy onwards, the Seemantonana Samskara is not performed because the skin in the first pregnancy itself, the skin has lost its elasticity, and this lifting up of the middle portion or midline is not much evident in the consequent pregnancies because there is already loosening of the skin. Therefore, this may not work much more in the second pregnancy, whereas in the first pregnancy, the skin is intact now. Now abdomen is growing. That time the skin, the abdomen enlarges, skin get stretched, and there is formation of linea nigra. Once already skin is get stretched in the second trimester, in the second pregnancy, we cannot appreciate much changes there. Therefore, Seemantonana is usually indicated for the first pregnancy, not for the second pregnancy. Another is this is usually done on the 7th, 8th, and 9th month. It depends upon the different areas. Usually, I will suggest after 7th month. Now, after 7th month, after Seemantona Samskara, in the first pregnancy, the lady has to be sent to her maternal home because the last trimester is a very, very crucial trimester. One is nutritional care is very important, rest is also important, and mental peace is also important, and also a stress-free environment like mother and all the other her childhood family members. So they are very important. Therefore, antenatal lady was sent to maternal home for that purpose to have a relaxed mind and stress-free environment. So this is one of the important things. Now, in successive pregnancies, as I told, what happens is Seemantona is masked. Seemanta Unnayana, lifting of the abdomen, will be masked by the earlier color changes, and also abdomen is not that much tight as it exhibit the prominences. In preparation to this function, sprouts of yava are made to raise. And on an auspicious day, the couple perform the Ganesh Puja and sacred water is sprinkled on them. It's also called as Punya Vachana with the Kusha. Husband takes the bone's thorn. This is a traditional method. Bone's thorn and or diced horn and three small bundles of darba together and rotate them from umbilicus of the woman to the cranial Seemanta, cranial cavity. Because in a cranial cavity also there is one Seemanta, and in the umbilical region also there is one Seemanta. And then throw them away in the west direction, and then he touches the water. Meantime, they listen to the Veena music, and then the sprouts are placed over the head and it is tied. So, yava are kept and it is waited for the sprouting actually. And once the sprouting comes, these sproutings are tied in a cloth and then it is kept over the head portion. The wife keeps the silence throughout the night, and there are some 2 or 3 ladies who are given food to the mother. Pregnant ladies offered various sweet dishes, meats, and fruits, etc. As I told, this has got the nutritional importance. Therefore, so like this, the Seemanta Unnayana Samskara is explained. Now we know that once the fetus becomes an abdominal organs, we have got different examination method. Fundal height methods we will see, lateral grip methods we will see. Okay, so now this is Seemanta Unnayana Samskara is nothing but care of the mother during the second trimester, third trimester, and examination of the fetus in the third trimester because it becomes more abdominal organ now, structure now, and its movement and all these things can be checked by different grips, lateral grips, fundal grip, and all. So to check all these things, Seemanta Unnayana Samskara give a occasion. Okay, so like this, it should not be limited for the social function. Actually, Seemanta Unnayana Samskara suggests that whether there is raise of the abdomen is there according to the growth of the fetus or not. Suppose if the abdomen is not raised after the third trimester, Seemanta Unnayana is not there. Seemanta, which is present in the Nabhi, abdominal cavity, abdominal area, is if it is not elevated, that suggests that either the child is going to be IUGR, or either the child is having some Nagodara like conditions, or Upashushka like conditions, or Leenagarbha like condition, or different types of IUGR, or maybe it is small for gestational baby. Okay, so like that, different conditions will be assessed. And this also helps to look at the amount of the amniotic fluid. Even the child is having, see, we are explaining all these things with reference to 5,000 years back, when none of these ultrasound and all different methods are not available. Only by observational method we have to assess everything. In those conditions, Seemanta Samskara is explained. Okay, when you consider it for examination purpose. Now, so therefore, this is an assessment. We can say what is non-interventional assessment of the fetus, fetal well-being, fetal well-being, non-interventional. So this is the importance of Seemanta Samskara. We should not limit it only for the social function. It gives a very important message. One is, check the growth of the fetus in the third trimester. Third one is, give proper nutritional support to the mother, because this is a growing phase. Weight of the child, baby, will enormously increase in the third trimester. Third one is, there may be some pathological conditions like IUGR, etc. And fourth one is, there may be some other abnormal conditions, for example, amniotic fluid assessment, etc. And fifth one is to give the moral support and as well as confidence and courage to the mother and motivate the mother. So this is all about Seemanta Unnayana Samskara. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and also give your valuable comments. Thank you very much.